spider? Oh, there you are. Cute little guy trying to hide out from me, huh? Oh! Hey guys and gals, how you doing? EM-PINMAN here, and welcome aboard another episode. Today I'm going to be doing a tip of the day. A spider, but this is a friendly spider. I'm going to be talking about stepper units in the first part here, and things not to do. The reason I have this spider is because someone decided to take apart a stepper unit when they shouldn't have. I'll get into that in a moment though. Here we can see a stepper unit with a spider on it. This one's a bonus unit. The one I'll be talking today specifically will be on a ball count unit. That's what this is from. Now what I have is two Aladdin's castles I'm working on. So a couple Ballys, and I got them in the deal, and one of them was probably going to be parted out to save the other one because someone had basically jacked the ball count unit. And what I'm trying to do is save that game by just putting together the ball count unit again. Easier said than done. This spider gear right here, someone decided to take this completely apart. Now the problem with that is you got 6 fingers here on this one, and well, 2, 4, 6, 7. Never mind the 6. My mistake, my bad. And these things have to be orientated in a certain way. If I didn't have another stepper unit to look at from the other Bally Lens Castle, I'd be in trouble because this is very specific to the game. And this thing, you might think, well, you know, all you have to do is orientate the fingers on this spider and you'll be fine, EM-PINMAN. But this is like playing a game of Jumanji. There's 3 levels on this thing as well. See, there's some discs here. I can actually pull this apart because there's nothing really holding it together. And the discs are like just an insulating wafer, basically. And each one of these fingers has a different position that goes to of the 3 levels. So basically there's 3 of these fingers on one level, 2 on the other, and 2 on the other. You got to get them right. You don't get them right, and you put that whole stepper unit back together, you'll be pulling it all apart again. Ooh, won't you be so happy? So I'm taking my time with this. I want to do this one time. Now, I've never had anyone tear apart a spider all the way down and do this. It was in pieces at the bottom of the cabinet of the game, and I was lucky I found what I thought was all the pieces. I found all the fingers, or else I couldn't have done this, and the disc. But there's actually a piece I'm missing that goes on the back that locks these all in together. But luckily, because of this bonus unit I bought from a pinball buddy, I'll be able to use a couple of these parts here because it was missing the screw here. It was missing a lock plate in the back where the 2 little screws go in to hold that spider together. Fun stuff. Not. Anyway, enough of this. I want to take you to why this problem started to begin with. And it's something I've seen even recently on a pinball website where people are just a little bit confused. So let me get more into that. Why don't you follow me? Alright, I'm kind of in a cramped spot here, and I know the light's a little bright here, might be causing a reflection on the camera, but here we go. I'm inside the head of the second Bally Aladdin's Castle, and well, what's wrong with this picture here? What's wrong with the picture is basically that there should be 1 stepper here in this place instead of 2. I looked at this originally and compared to the other head, and I was like, okay, what's going on here? I didn't quite understand at first. So what's going on here is this is the actual original ball count unit here that someone stripped down to basically nothing. So this is what I got to figure on rebuilding. Now, why did they strip it down? This is where the problem came in. I told you about the spider being stripped down and everything else. I don't know, someone just took it upon themselves there was a problem with this unit. It spins, the gear itself spins fine. And the main thing I'd see is it looks like they brought in a credit unit here in the hopes of rebuilding the ball count unit. And it's funny because what's going on here is the other unit that I showed you is a bonus unit that I'm going to be using to fix all this mess. So actually here we go, 3 steppers to try to make one. It's pretty insane actually. Anyway, I don't know for sure, but this is why the problem started, I think. Someone here thought they had a problem with this gear. That's the only thing it could be. And it's a nylon gear, like basically all the Ballys are, at least from the 70s that I've seen. Anyway, he probably thought, or she probably thought, that there was a broken tooth here. There's no broken teeth here. But then again, you know, some of you might say, well, wait a minute. Hold on, EM-PINMAN, what's this area here? That looks like there's a broken tooth off on this. It's like, okay, this is where the problem really gets interesting. I think the person thought that they had a broken tooth when in fact, that is how the factory manufactured the nylon gear. It's that way for a reason, folks. Don't start tearing apart your steppers just because you see a flat spot in the gear. It's supposed to be there because this is what's called a resetting stepper. A resetting stepper has 2 coils. One's advancing the unit, one's decrementing the unit. Now, if it didn't have this little flat spot on it, like there's a ball count unit, you're 1 to 5, it's supposed to stop it when it gets to the 5. Elsewise it would just keep going. Now, there are steppers that keep going. They're called continuous steppers. They generally have 1 coil. So this is the best way to differentiate these two. Your continuous stepper has 1 coil, your resetting stepper has 2 coils. Now, if you see a continuous stepper with a flat spot on the gear, remember this has the 1 coil, so the thing's going 360 degrees, right? If you see a flat spot on that, now you probably have a problem. You probably do have a broken gear. And let me tell you, a broken gear is extremely rare, folks. If you think that, you know, you have a broken gear, rethink it and look and make sure, because out of all the machines I've ever owned, I've never come across a broken gear with a tooth missing. Now it happens. I've seen people and they have a legitimate excuse, well not excuse, but a reason that they do actually have a broken tooth once in a while. Now if you do have a broken tooth, I won't get into it big time here, but there are ways, especially with the nylon one, I've seen people cut into it, get a piece from another gear, cut that out, glue it in with like a JB weld, something like a 2-part epoxy. And I've seen them work, and it'll last. It'll be good. Now, as far as a metal gear that has tooth missing and stuff, you're probably going to have to get like some sort of mini TIG welder or something. I've never seen anyone fix one of those. Your best bet is just, if you actually have broken gears, to just find a replacement on eBay or a Pinball Buddy, or go to your favorite pinball website and see if you know, someone on there can help you with a used stepper unit and that. But anyway, so this is what's going on here. There's nothing wrong with this. So someone thought it did, they tore it all apart, and then they thought they could use this, the credit unit. I'll just take out, well, actually they thought they were going to use the credit unit gear itself and put everything on this. That's why there's no coils or anything on this. They transferred everything over to this one. I think at some point, right when they're probably done with the whole transfer here, is that they realized it's not going to work. Okay, let's get something clear here. You got a ball count unit, you got a credit unit, and you got that bonus unit. You cannot interchange those gears, folks. Once again, you can't interchange those gears. They're different gears. They're made for different units. That's like trying to put your Ford engine into a Chevy. It's not going to work very well. Or a Chrysler into a Ford or whatever. You're going to be causing a lot more problems than it's worth. And you're not going to like the end result either. Basically, this gear has different teeth. It has a different deal going on with it. You can see here on this, there is no flat spot on this gear. The fact that there's no flat spot means that this is not going to work for a ball count unit. So, what you're going to have to do is find a ball count unit gear. That's all there is to it. Now, it doesn't have to be specific for that game, like an Aladdin's Castle or that. It could be from just the same basic years that Bally made them, say mid-70s, late 70s, and that to the end of the EM period. But 2 points I want to get across here. Flat spot on a gear doesn't mean necessarily that it's bad and you need another gear. The tooth is broken off. And secondly, you can't interchange the gears of different stepper units. They're all different. I'll even show you the bonus unit one. But here we go, the bonus unit one. It's got a flat spot on the gear, but it's positioned differently than the other one. I went and I checked how the teeth were and the orientation. This gear's not going to work even though it looks like it would work. So, all I'm going to do with this on the bonus unit is basically take all the stuff off of this and put it on that. It's a closer match to a ball count unit than say this credit unit is. So, plus like I said, I needed a couple pieces that were missing from the other one. That's kind of it, folks. Now where the heck did that spider go? Here somewhere.